I always encourage nonprofits to try to have a pretty deep bench of potential board members, people that you have been thinking about. Maybe they've served on a committee. Some of us have committees that you don't have to be a board member to serve on a committee. Maybe they've served on a task force. Maybe they've been integrally involved in your organization in a number of ways. So my best advice is always cultivate and have this potential team, deep bench of folks out there that you can call in. Now, this is having said that, this is a very difficult time to bring on new board members. And I realize some of us have to. Some organizations have actually suspended bylaws a little bit in this moment, and it's okay to say, instead of rolling a bunch of people that were going to go off the board, we're going to ask them to stay another 6 months. So you can sometimes extend the term of some people. I don't recommend extending terms indefinitely, but during this time, it's okay to extend a term under special circumstances. If you are bringing on new board members during this time, and I know many of us are, and we need to continue to do that, you're going to have to spend, I think, more time one-on-one with the board chair and the CEO or the governance chair, talking to, and actually, if you're bringing on more than one, you can do it together. So you can bring them on together, which is always a nice thing to do, so they're not the only one person that's new to the board. And spend some time in virtual space with them, or talking over the phone, but I love virtual because we can see each other, about where we are as an organization, how the challenges we're, being very upfront about the challenges we're facing right now. Try to get them enculturated into the culture of the board and how the board is working right now, even remotely or virtually, and assign a board buddy. This is important, even not in these times, but right now more than ever. So somebody who's been on the board a while is probably maybe somebody on the governance committee. That's one way we use our governance committees, is to assign each of those new members a board buddy, so that after, they can even chat with that person. I don't like personal chats during board meetings, but certainly after the meeting to say, what was that all about? And just make sure that that person is feeling supported, but that they really understand the role and the culture of the board, and how this is impacting the organization, and how it's impacting your executive director and the senior team. Because this is the other thing that's happening in this moment, is we as boards are not as close in with our senior leaders, with the entire staff team. Most of us are, certainly with our ED or our CEO, but there's a further remove with some of our other staff members, and that's not a good thing. We want to make sure that those connections are still solid. So those are just some thoughts on that.